Right. In 64, it says that you're on a canoe and you're either drifting at 30 yards per minute or you're paddling at 90 yards per minute. Okay. And then the model for this is that your total distance is 1,800 yards. And so when you look at this, you have this equation 30x plus 90y is equal to 1,800. So you can see where these come from. You should have been able to create this on your own, because here's the drifting is 30 times x, where x is the number of minutes that you drift. The paddling is 90 times y, where y is the number of minutes that you paddle, and 1,800 is this total distance traveled. And so even though I didn't ask you question A, this is what it represents. And so the question that I began to ask is, what happens if you paddle for 5 minutes? And so when you're looking at this amount of time, if you plug in 30x plus 90 times where y, we're told, is 5 minutes of paddling, and you want to solve for 1,800. This allows you to find what the total trip time is going to be. Okay, so let's take a look at this. And part of this, part of the information from this is to distinguish. They're asking you for the total trip time, not for just the amount spent drifting. Okay, so if we were to solve this problem, so type in our equation, 30x plus 90 times 5, set it equal to 1,800, and solve for x. So this is going to give us 45. So in this case, x is equal to 45. So now remember what this means. This is minutes drifting. And in the original problem, it told you y was equal to what? 5 minutes of paddling. And so that's going to give you a total sum of 50 minutes. And so that total sum is going to be what you're asked to find in this case. So again, that's what the multi-part is. You're not just finding your value of x, you're actually combining that with what the given y was. And now when it says if you paddle and drift equal amounts of time, now x and y in this case are the same amount. The amount of minutes that you paddle, the amount of minutes that you drift are the same. So what you can now do is you can take your equation, 30x plus 90y, and you can replace the y with its equivalent x. And then you do the same type of thing. You can just solve your equation, but this time, instead of us knowing what y is just the same value as x. Whatever it happens to be, they're equivalent. Okay? And so when you solve for this, you get your x value to be 15. And once again, it asks you, what's the total trip time? So if x is 15, then y is also going to equal 15, which means the total trip is 15 plus 15. So 30 is going to be your total trip time.